Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Xbox Casuals, the Xbox podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, is the one who spent $55 billion on eBay, Josh Finney.
Yeah, I got outbid though. Somebody wanted to spend $56 billion.
Half cash, half stocks, I heard.
God damn it, GameStop.
Did you see the CNBC interview?
No,
with Ryan Cohen?
Dude, I fucking hate this guy.
Oh my gosh, dude, it was so uncomfortable. He's clearly just like, no, I'm gonna do it. You know, and like,
did you see that his eBay account got banned?
I did. I saw that.
That was a very funny footnote to all of this. Like, GameStop does not have even remotely enough capital to entertain this either.
I know.
And that's the funniest part of it. But like, I do. There is like some real concern that like, if somehow a bid is put together and is legit and gets accepted, that's kind of the end of like the collector's market. Because I don't know how to tell you this, but GameStop owning eBay and like TCG Player, which is part of eBay, is just disastrous when you think about it for like collectible card games. Like, you look at the prices, they already have scalper prices on Pokemon sets and on a lot of newer like Magic products. I can't imagine how bad it would be if they actually owned eBay also and TCG Player.
It's not great.
No, it's not. It's not great at all. And before anybody is like, well, you know, your LGS can still sell things. Yes, but most card shops go by market value, which is what you're finding on TCG or on Monopoly. So, like, good luck. Good luck. I personally don't think this is going to go through, but it's not great to think about.
Definitely is not. I mean, I wonder if how are they even going to put together a package? You know, like, how are they even going to do that?
I have no idea. That's what's like beyond me understanding, in all honesty. So,
yeah, I just don't know how they're going to put that together. Like how that like. I saw multiple reports say they don't even have enough capital to even begin to put a bid together, let alone
they don't
actually bid.
That's like the one thing that I do know. So,
I mean, I want to buy Nintendo. Can I put a bid in?
No.
Oh, see, that's how that works. Stressing me out, Josh.
It's not great. You want to know what is great?
What's great, Josh?
The newer releases that we've gotten on Game Pass as of late. Because we got Hades 2 last month. I'm like 3 weeks late to the party, but I finally got to play some Hades 2 extensively last week. I started on my Switch, held off, and have come back to it now that it's on Game Pass, and having a lot of fun with it. Don't know if I like it more than the first one. I think this one probably has a more interesting narrative, but I like the first one's combat loop a little bit more. I don't know. It was a little bit easier for me to get into, I guess I would say. I'm also just not good at roguelikes. There's that also. Mixtape released today. Have you seen the reviews for this game?
No, I have not seen the reviews.
Mixtape, as of my break this afternoon, had a 94 on OpenCritic.
Jeez.
A 94. That is just okay. Yeah, so OpenCritic has it at 94 and Metacritic has it at 88 right now.
That's jeez.
IGN gave it a perfect 10.
That's something. I mean, I heard people liked it. I didn't know it was
perfect 10. VGC gave it a 5 out of 5. Yeah, I've been excited to play this for quite some time. Game Informer gave it a 9 out of 10. I've been excited about this ever since we first saw it. This is my kind of game, so I'm very excited to play this.
It's definitely a Josh game.
It's definitely a Josh game. It's been a long time coming, so
I feel like this game was announced. when was this game announced? Like it was announced at the Xbox thing, right? Like last year or 2 years ago.
Man, I want to say last year.
Yeah, I want to say last year too. I feel like it was pretty recent.
Yes.
So yeah, cool. I'm glad. I'm glad it's. I'm glad it's getting great review. I like hearing when games get good reviews. I know that doesn't really mean anything in our industry these days for one reason or another, but glad
for anyone curious, this is the same studio, same publisher that made Artful Escape.
Oh, right.
I adored that game. So
I forgot about that game.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited to sit down and play this. I will absolutely be playing it this weekend. So
nice, cool. Yeah, let me know how it is, because I think I think it's definitely one of those games that I think a lot of people are gonna. This feels like Mixtape feels like one of those games like people will play and then they'll talk about forever, like Undertale or
I feel like it's going to be a cult classic.
Yeah. So cool art style too, though. I do like that. But yeah, Game Pass. Gotta love Game
Pass. Yeah, it kind of snuck up on me. I guess the date got announced a little while ago, and I just completely missed it. For some reason, I thought this game came out and I had missed it. Then I realized I confused it with Lost Records. So
that's it. Yep.
Yeah, very, 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 very stoked for this. This looks awesome. So this comes out next week, end of next week. Forza Horizon 6 releases.
Yeah, man, that's the game that snuck up on me.
I think we're all ready for Forza.
I'm really excited to see how people receive it. Honestly, like I'm interested to see the whole Japanese setting and the whole kind of.
It's interesting because I feel like for me, 3 is probably the most interesting open world that they've done.
That was the Australia one, right?
Yes. Yeah, because it went Horizon 1 was US, Horizon 2 is Italy, Horizon 3 is Australia, Horizon 4 is like Scotland, and then 5 is supposed to be Mexico. 5, I think, is the best from a technical perspective and probably from like how the game just feels driving wise. I have a feeling that 6 has the potential to be the best of both worlds. Because here's the thing, as much as I liked playing 5 also like lost its fun for me after a little while because it just felt like there wasn't a lot to do in the world. Like everything kind of looked samey in a lot of regards. And that's something I commend them for with Australia and with Scotland, was still making it feel unique at times. Like, you would have the street racing in, the little narrow streets. It made a lot of sense in Scotland and whatnot. I don't know. I'm excited for some like legit city racing to come back in this one. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's Forza. Like, I'm going to download this. It's going to stay on my Xbox for the next 2 years because I'm going to buy the premium pass. I'm going to have the expansions and the car pass. And I'm all the way here for it. Very excited. The other thing I'm really looking forward to at the end of the month, it's not on Game Pass, is we got the first previews for James Bond First Light.
Yeah.
This week. And goddamn, people are saying this is a Game of the Year contender already.
I'm excited. I'm ready for Bond to be good again.
Yeah, I'm very ready. Like, it's IO Interactive, man. Was there any doubt that this was gonna be a banger?
Here's the thing. I had some question just because Bond is usually like a different. Obviously, Hitman. They've really perfected the Hitman formula. And like Bond is such a different thing that I'm like really hoping that it's not an open world Hitman game with James Bond in it. But like everything that we've seen, like the set pieces and the kind of the cutscenes that they've shown off, and even the characters and everything, like it makes me feel like this is a it looks and tonally feels like a different game than Hitman.
Mm-hmm.
So like, that was like I don't want to say I was worried, but it's the same thing that I had with Indiana Jones, right? Where like,
yeah,
oh man, first person, I don't know,
and
it's
then
like,
it ended up being arguably the game of the year.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things, like, how optimistic I am, Josh, all the time.
I mean, man, it's been 21 years since we had a good James Bond game.
Yeah.
21 years. From Russia with Love was probably the last good Bond game that we had. I still remember the Game Informer cover story for that game too. I was really excited for it.
That was the GameCube PS2 with Sean Connery in it, right? The third person action one.
Yeah, I think I want to say it came to all 3 platforms.
Yeah. I played it on GameCube, so
it came to all of them. It also had a PSP port. I do not think that I do not personally think that GoldenEye Rogue Agent was good, no matter what anybody says.
Oh, you mean you want to play a 007 game where you're not 007?
Bond historically just does not have a lot of great games. Obviously we all love GoldenEye, and I think you had to love GoldenEye. You had to have played GoldenEye when it was the thing. Mm-hmm. If you played GoldenEye for the first time after, I would say, Halo 1 came out, I don't think you're going to have the same love as those of us who played it late 90s did.
Yeah.
But it was the party game before party games.
Yeah. I mean, it's what made N64 multiplayer like, oh, we got to get an N64. So
and then the same team turns around and does Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, like you've got GoldenEye, From Russia with Love, and a bunch of dog shit. I think Nightfire is, I have like fond memories of Nightfire, but I wouldn't say it was like actually good. It was a guilty pleasure.
I really liked Agent Under Fire and Nightfire, those 2 EA ones that came out.
They're fine. As far as like a Bond game goes, yeah, they're good because everything else is so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Everything or Nothing was good either. I'm going to be honest. That was the last one that I think Pierce did.
Yeah, I think so, maybe.
Yeah, there's just, man, I don't know.
I can't remember.
There was a time where overall does not have a lot of good games.
No, and then they did that thing where like, they had that second N64 game, The World Is Not Enough, which nobody played, and it was essentially just GoldenEye 2, really, right? Mm-hmm. Like it, but nobody talked about it because Rare didn't make it, and Perfect Dark was coming out, which was much more interesting at the time. So, yeah, I don't know. Bond, though, I'm really interested to see how this does. I'm really interested to see how people respond to this, because like I feel like Bond's popularity over the last decade or so has really gone downhill. Like, just
there's only been like one movie in the last decade is the problem.
I know, and I'm sitting here thinking like, man, Daniel Craig, like he did 5 Bond movies, but then I'm like, oh well, it took him like 20 years to make 5 of them.
Well, and a lot of that was like the rights issues that held everything up post Skyfall.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's interesting because I feel like every Bond actor has they have just incredible ones, and then they have just steaming piles of shit. And I got to tell you, Daniel Craig oscillated between the two more than a lot of them, I think, because you had Casino Royale, which is arguably the best Bond.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Quantum of Solace, which gave me such a bad headache in the opening few minutes that I've never watched it again, at least the opening. Then you have Skyfall, which is, instant classic status.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Spectre, which is not great. And then you have A Time to Die, or whatever it is.
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die, which is just, it's aged worse the further I've gotten from it, I think. Part of it was delayed because of COVID. It was delayed almost 2 full years because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Rami Malek is the villain? Really? Really?
I mean, I don't care that he was a villain. He just wasn't a very compelling one.
No, and he's just not a super amazing actor in anything other
Also,
than Mr.
like,
Robot.
Remember all the garbage around it where like, oh no, a black woman is 007 now.
Oh God, dude, I'm so fucking sick of culture warriors like that. Yeah,
I'm like, but she's not James Bond, first of all, and second of all,
overall, I think this game has just, to say it has the potential to be the best Bond game is not a high bar to clear. It's like, okay, GoldenEye is like your real competition.
Yeah.
But this is a wholly original Bond story, which I think is harder to pull off. It's both harder and easier, I think, to pull off. On one hand, you're not beholden to a specific Bond portrayal, and you're not beholden to a specific story. On the other hand, you also don't have those to help like guide you.
Mm-hmm.
I find that really intriguing. It kind of looks like everything that we've seen feels like a combination of like iOS Hitman, Uncharted, and like Metal Gear or Splinter Cell. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with like some sort of like stealth franchise. Not Metal Gear. Metal Gear that was a dumb comparison. But yeah, it's like Uncharted and Hitman and Martinis had a baby.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm personally, as someone who always wished there had been a game based off Casino Royale, this looks exactly like my cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
I took a long weekend when it comes out to play it. Well,
Yeah.
the weekend after it comes out, because it comes out the 29th, I believe. The next week is my birthday, and it's also it's Summer Game Fest, it's Xbox Game Showcase. I took a long weekend that weekend, and I plan on doing nothing but staying home and playing Bond.
Mm-hmm.
And watching the showcases and reacting, obviously. So
yeah.
Speaking of things that we're really excited for, this is next year, but Corey, I got to share some non-game news.
Non-game news. Here we go.
I braved the queues yesterday.
Oh boy.
And I have secured tickets for a couple of days to go to Star Wars Celebration in Los Angeles next April for the 50th anniversary of A New Hope.
Ooh.
I'm very excited to go. I was
less
excited upon sitting in the queue for 4.5 hours to get tickets to only find out that 2 days were left. So I'm hoping to snag a Friday pass at some point, because that Friday is supposedly the day that they will do the 50th anniversary panel and celebration and stuff. And Saturday is rumored to be the day that they will do some stuff for Ryan Gosling's Star Wars Starfighter movie next year. So very excited to be going, though. Gonna go spend 5 or 6 days out in SoCal. Gonna go to Celebration for a couple of those days. Gonna go see the George Lucas art museum that's about to open, or cinema museum, whatever they're calling it. That's opening up, that he's funded with his own money. Very excited for that. There's supposed to be exhibits dedicated to Star Wars and Indy in there, of course. Big surprise. The Academy of Motion Pictures has a museum also that is not too far away. So we're going to go do a tour of that. We're going to go to Disneyland, obviously. Got to swing out to Disneyland for a day with the world's most expensive Uber. And I don't know what else we're going to do. We're going to figure out a few other things to do, I think, while we're out there. We toyed with the idea of maybe trying to do Universal, but we're like, God, dude, trying to do Celebration, trying to do a few museums, trying to do Disneyland and Universal all on the same trip. I might die, and not because of my leg, but because I don't know if I can afford that. That's really expensive. But I really want to go to Super Nintendo Land, Corey.
Yeah.
No joke, I think I'm going to have to take an extra suitcase just for all the shit I'm going to be buying between those places.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair, right?
So,
I mean, I feel like we should just take a Boss Rush / Tower Casuals retreat out there on company money. Where's that money?
You have company money?
Don't worry about it.
The LLC made enough for us to pay for Earl of Sandwich twice.
Did it?
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure it did.
I have no idea. I just work here.
I just work here.
No, I am really excited. I'm very happy to be going out there. I haven't taken a real vacation in about 3 years. I've taken like quick weekends away to go visit a friend or to drive to Austin or something. But this is the first like legit vacation I've taken. By the time we go, it will have been 4 years. 4 years since I went on a vacation, I think, a real vacation. So I'm very excited. We had to kind of just make a gut decision, like, okay, do we want to do this, or because it's going to eat into our Japan fund. And we decided to do this because I was like, it's the 50th anniversary. If it wasn't the 50th, honestly, I probably would have just kept the money in the Japan fund, but it's the 50th. I really want to go. Star Wars is something that's meant a lot to me my entire life. I loved Celebration Orlando and Chicago when I got to go, and I've really hated that I've never gotten to go to another one. I was supposed to go to 2020, and then COVID happened, and I wasn't able to go. So I've always been pretty upset and pretty bummed out that I wasn't able to go to that one. And when it got rescheduled for 2022, like just the money wasn't there, and I had too much going on around here. So after that, it was London and Japan. And I don't know if you guys know this. It's really expensive to go to London or Tokyo.
What?
Yeah. What? If we'd had more money and not had to dip into the savings so badly, we probably would have strongly considered doing Japan a year or two ago when it happened. But it is what it is. It's fine. I'm really excited. I haven't been to Los Angeles. Shit, it'll be been 16 17 years when we go since I last went to Los Angeles. I'm really excited. Since I went to that's Anaheim even. I can't tell you the last time I went to Los Angeles proper. So I'm pretty excited. We're gonna be staying out in Santa Monica. I'm stoked. I'm excited.
Nice.
I'm very excited for a fun trip.
Awesome. Well,
Nintendo, you have one job, and that is to open a Nintendo World Store in Los Angeles before next April.
Good luck.
Because your guy is tempted to take the Amtrak up to San Francisco, and I wish I was joking.
I mean, look, the next time I'm in San Francisco for work, which a month ago I would have said I don't know how realistic that is, but I might be, and so maybe I'll stop there and get you
Corey's gonna get shopping lists from me and Ed.
Oh my god, dude! I would not have enough. There would not be enough seats on the plane to do that.
Corey's gonna put purchase limits on things.
Yeah. Have you met Edward Varnell?
I have, as a matter of fact.
Oh, that guy.
No, it's all good though. Very, 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 very excited.
Well, that's
we
exciting.
do have a tiny bit of news to get to tonight, though, Corey.
Yeah, we have quite a.
We have the smallest amount of news. It's not just us cutting up the whole time, believe it or not.
What? That's not what this is? Oh,
I know, right?
Whoops.
I gotta find the exact story that I wanted to really, really start with. So Tom Warren was posting today and was kind of talking about not really like a tell-all, but kind of like recapping everything that's happened over the last month or so with Asha's all hands that she did, and what exactly is going on with some of the leadership changes over at Xbox, because we had some of that news come out over the last couple of days.
That we did. No more Copilot.
Yeah, R.I.P. Copilot. I don't even give a shit. That Copilot's dead.
Yay.
Fuck Copilot. Dude, I can't tell you how excited I am that Copilot is gonna leave Xbox. But yeah, during the 40-minute all hands, sources tell me Sharma laid out a 4-point action plan for Xbox employees, hardware, games, platform, services. We talked about that last time. We have to be honest about where we are. We've got work to do, blah, 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 blah. The answer to the frustrations is what many employees and fans had been hoping for, a renewed focus on fixing things for the existing audience of Xbox. So, Most of the all hands felt like a coach hyping up a sports team, according to employees I spoke to. That's really, really funny to me. Sharma briefly addressed an Xbox fan pain point during the all hands exclusivity. More than 2 years ago, Microsoft revealed 4 Xbox exclusive games are coming to PS5 and Nintendo Switch. Start of initiative codenamed Project Latitude to grow gaming revenue beyond consoles. Latitude was a response to Microsoft CFO Amy Hood's increased margin targets for the Xbox division, but it has upset the hardcore Xbox fans and has never been clear how many games would ultimately release on PS5. We'll reevaluate our approach to exclusivity, Sharma told employees. Sources told me she has been evaluating a range of options for Xbox exclusive games, but is treading carefully here and isn't yet ready to commit to any major changes. Exclusivity is a thorny issue for fans, particularly because there's been a lack of clarity on the strategy over the past 2 years. I think my biggest concern with everything that she's doing, it's like it's a lot of easy PR wins right now, right? Like, and I'm not. That's not her fault, right? Like that's what you do when you have.
That's just
CEO
good
and
marketing.
CFO. Like, that's part of the gig, right?
Yeah.
So, a friend of mine raised this in a Discord chat that we were in the other day. I was like, kind of worried that they're letting her just announce all this stuff now so that they can sunset the brand more easily in a couple of years and be like, well, see, look, players didn't respond to that either. They said they wanted all this and they didn't respond to it. So I guess they just don't care anymore, something along those lines.
I've seen that take online too.
That worries me a little bit.
Like a fall guy kind of person.
Which, like, if you wanted a fall guy, like, why not just keep Phil and Sarah at that point? That's the only thing that I disagree with on that stance is, like, why not just keep Phil and Sarah at that point? You've got your fall guys right there. Everybody is blaming them for everything now.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, were they the ones responsible and in charge? Yes. Was it all their fault? No. That's not how it works in a billion-dollar company. Trillion-dollar company, excuse me. Like, it's so much more nuanced than that. Now, when it comes to shipping platform features and doing basic QOL stuff, which is a lot of what is happening here, yeah, that's stuff that you could have been doing. I don't know why it took so long to do some of these basic things, but here we are. Like being able to select quick resume for whatever games you want, being able to toggle it on and off. Thank God. I can't tell you how many times it has annoyed me to open up a multiplayer game and it says it's quick resumed just for it to like force me to reopen the whole thing anyways, and it just takes longer.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I want that for my single player games. I don't need it for something like quick resume for something like Marathon, where it's just going to boot me out to the menu anyways.
Marathon.
It's just so silly.
Yeah, it's something. I mean, the thing is like on paper, all these features sound great until you go to use them. And then it's always like, it's the same thing with like controller features, right? Like the DualSense specifically, right? Where like you play something like Returnal or, something Sony first party and like the haptics are amazing. And like, all these features are just blowing you away. And then you turn around and play like a third party game like Assassin's Creed that doesn't use any of them, right? And it's like, oh man.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the catch-22 here, right? Is features like that I feel would be more widely adopted if we had haptics as standard across the industry. So we are starting to reach, we talked about it on this show before, we're starting to reach kind of the pinnacle of what we can do currently with tech. When it comes to affordable tech, at least. We're kind of reaching the limitations of what we can do. So some of the people that have come over to Xbox as of this week, boy, gotta read some of these because some of these I went, oof, I don't know how I feel about this. Jared Palmer is joining Xbox as VP of Engineering and Technical Advisor to Sharma. Palmer hasn't even been at Microsoft for a year after originally joining in October as GitHub's Senior Vice President. I will tell you from a few people I've talked to who use GitHub were like, yeah, that guy came in and shit immediately got worse. So do with that what you will.
Yeah, there's
I
also a lot
personally
of
don't know if
things.
he was there long enough to make meaningful changes, but GitHub apparently has been a mess for a very long time.
Well, ever since they introduced the whole like AI stuff into it, of course it has.
I know nothing about GitHub. I rely on other people to tell me these things.
I hear a lot about it because of work.
Yeah, that makes
Because
sense.
a lot of people that we work with are, networking people or coders or, actually do meaningful things on the internet.
Well, here's something for you. Tim Allen has been hired to lead Xbox design and bring together design engineering, and research.
Tim Allen, jeez. I like the first thing that popped in my head was like
Buzz Lightyear.
the home improvement guy, Buzz Lightyear. That Tim Allen?
Yeah, I know, right? I just kind of laughed about it.
To Infinity and Beyond. Is that where Xbox is going? Xbox Infinity, right there.
Allen was also part of Core AI and GitHub's senior VP of design and research.
Seems like Core AI didn't work out so well, but they want to keep all these people.
Seems like GitHub
somewhere.
isn't either. Jonathan McKay and Evan Shockey have joined from Core AI. It doesn't take a genius. This is all still from Tom Warren. It doesn't take a genius to connect the dots here and see a bunch of former Core AI executives have moved over to Xbox. Xbox is clearly ready for the obvious reaction from gamers to a bunch of AI people joining Xbox. So hours after the leadership changes memo, Sharma announced the mobile Copilot gaming feature would be scrapped and development of Copilot for Xbox will cease. It's an easy one, but also masks the reality many people are leaving Core AI at the moment, Sharma included. So I'm a little interested with that. The one that I got really excited about here, Jason Ronald, who is accountable for Project Helix. Jason Ronald is one of the guys behind the backwards compatibility for Series X and Quick Resume and things like that, is being promoted.
Good.
Yeah, this is really cool. He's heading like everything for next gen at this point, it seems. But Xbox has lost Roanne Stones to a leave of absence. Stones has been liaising closely with OEMs to make things like the Xbox Ally. And Kevin Gamel, corporate vice president of user experience, is stepping down after nearly 20 years at Microsoft. The shakeup is designed with a goal to build a platform that is affordable, personal, and open by staying close to the work and the people we serve, according to Sharma. So there are some questions that are asked here towards the end, such as the big question: how does Microsoft keep the next generation of Xbox affordable during a RAM crisis? I'm personally still convinced the answer is OEMs like Asus's Ally. Sharma didn't address this directly in her all hands, but she did drop a hint about more choices for Xbox hardware in the future. We want to be where the world plays. We will build our own great hardware, but we will also build a strong ecosystem that's going to expand choice and reach for us in the future. That could be why there's an increased focus on the underlying software platform from Sharma, including both improving both the Xbox and PC sides. Microsoft never really delivered on Xbox on PC promises in the past, but now seems like a critical thing that needs to get right for Project Helix.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's like you said, we're hitting a whole bunch of easy layups right now. I feel like this summer showcase coming up, we talk about how far in advance they plan these things. That was mostly planned, I think, before she came on board. Maybe like if they have like a one more thing, that's what they didn't have ready yet.
Yeah.
Right. They have promised, as of today, we will learn more about Helix this year. So
yeah, I mean, I imagine they'll maybe like show it at this summer showcase, right? Like they did the Game Awards for Series X, like something like that.
yeah, what I was kind of thinking is maybe they have a video at the end, similar to how they did for the Xbox One X. Remember when they talked about Scorpio for the first time? And they had guys like Todd Howard talking about how revolutionary it was. I could see something like that happening. The problem is you've bought so many of the studios where you could get the studio heads to come out there and talk about it.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem. So, look, what are you going to do? Oh boy, Todd Howard's coming out to talk about first party hardware. Oh boy. After Starfield, I'm so excited to have Todd talk to me about the limitless potential of Xbox when I couldn't get the map to work properly in the DLC.
Hey man, you just need to learn how to use a map.
I feel like the easiest layup for them hardware wise here will be announcing the Elite Series 3. I think that's probably the easiest layup for Summer Showcase. If you want to continue to do things that are going to make people happy, announce that. Announce the new standard controller that was revealed in those docs a couple of years ago, where you were going to make haptics, a standard feature and this and that. Like, cool. Just do something like that. Revamp the design lab. Awesome. There you go. Layups. And then you can talk about Helix later in the year. Like, we've said it for a long time, but it's so clear. You have so much shit in development that you have hardware in the way. You have to be able to do another showcase at some point.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like a 30, 45-minute thing, you got to be able to do something, I think, in maybe November, late October, early November this year. I can't tell you the relief coming over me that Call of Duty is not getting the direct slot this year.
It's Gears this year, right?
It's Gears. It has already been confirmed. 30 minutes of Gears.
Great. I'm ready for it. Give it to me.
Extremely exciting. The return of one of Xbox's most beloved franchises.
Thank God.
So
I'm so ready for Gears, man. Like,
I think that leaves the question, like, we're less than a month, or we are exactly 30 days out from the showcase right now. 30, 31 days, something like that. Because it's airing on the 7th of June. And today's the 7th of May when we're recording. What do you think they open with? They got to open with you got to open with a certified banger. To me, it's Fable. I think Fable has to be the opener.
I feel like they have to open with Fable. Like
I feel like extensive gameplay of Fable. I'm still shocked that Fable was not the direct.
Do you think that Gears is coming before Fable?
Yes.
Man, Fable's going to get delayed again, isn't it?
Jeff Grubb was saying that he has heard that internally Microsoft is ready to push Fable into Q1 if they need to avoid GTA. That screams to me that they don't know if they can get it out in October.
Yeah.
And I don't think they want to let it sit till December either, because they know if it comes out after GTA or anytime like the 2-3 weeks around GTA, it's going to get steamrolled.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing that they have that can compete with that is Call of Duty. So if I had to hazard a guess, I think that they're keeping, I would say, mid to late October open for Fable right now. And they're probably envisioning end of September for Gears, if I had to hazard a guess. Because I think they also want both of those games to steer clear of Wolverine, which is mid-September right now. I think it's mid-September. Do we have a date on that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like the 15th or something. Okay. It's the September 15th or something.
Minecraft Dungeons is something that can kind of come out whenever. No offense, it's going to find its audience no matter what. Mm-hmm. That one, I wouldn't be shocked if that was like the December release. Something for you to play over the holidays, especially something for kids and families.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, it does feel like the rumors of Halo launching this summer are real, which is a shame because I really thought they were going to hold that for the 25th anniversary. So it's going to be a huge bummer to me if there's nothing for Halo happening in October or in November, but like GTA is supposed to be releasing pretty much on the 25th anniversary of Xbox.
Do you think they could do something like they release Halo Anniversary this year, and if you buy it or are a Game Pass subscriber, you get access to the alpha to whatever the next Halo game is, and that's what comes out for the 25th anniversary?
I could see that happening.
I mean, I don't know how far along. I mean, I know Halo's a mess, and that's probably unlikely, but
yeah, we got a little bit of news about the future of Halo over the last few weeks. Specifically this week, Rebs Gaming, who's been pretty reputable when it comes to Halo stuff over the last couple of years, reported that Halo 2 and 3 are getting the same treatment as Campaign Evolved.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I think, really exciting news for a lot of people. I've talked at length about how I think Halo 2 is one of the greatest games of all time. Halo 2 and 3 are just phenomenal games. At the same time, I also don't think that we need them to necessarily remake them. I don't think we need to remake any of them, but Halo 1 deserved a real remake and not the anniversary bullshit that we got in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
So supposedly those are coming. They're in active early development. So
I'm really interested to see how the new stuff they add to it. Like they're like making new levels and stuff, and like
they are making new levels. Yeah, there's new levels coming. The only thing where I would say I don't know what they're going to do in terms of, oh yeah, we'll give you access to the next alpha. They're clearly saving something big for Halo Fest, which is happening this fall.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to save something big for that. There's no way you can have a 2 or 3 day Halo convention, essentially, Halo celebration, and not announce a game there. Or have something playable. I think that's got to be where you debut the new game and you're like, bam, it's playable immediately if you're here.
Yeah.
Everyone else gets an alpha in like a month or two, but it's immediately playable now. My personal feeling is that the Halo games going forward will be campaigns, and I think they are going to have to make an evolving multiplayer suite. I could see that maybe getting announced or teased. I just feel for the actual... See, this is the problem with trying to predict this summer showcase, I think, is it's the 25th anniversary. They want to go big here. Phil was planning to go big here. The core four were all going to be out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Halo, Gears, Fable, Forza. We're all getting new entries this year.
Yep.
You got Minecraft Dungeons 2 coming this year. That's probably it for your exclusives. I can't really imagine anything else happens.
Right.
My wonder for if you don't open this with Fable, which we've seen them show a willingness to deviate in the past. If you're going to go big, what would be bigger? What could possibly be bigger than Fable that we already know about? And I think the only thing you could do that would be bigger than that would be showing the first gameplay for OD.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was coming too.
Imagine you kick off the show with Kojima's game. And Kojima was just at Xbox headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
If that doesn't scream, we're doing something at Summer Showcase / and Microsoft will be damned if he shows that game off on Jeff's stage first.
Yeah, especially if they're funding it, right? Like I feel like...
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, they're showing that at Xbox.
That's the first real exclusive that I feel like Asha is really going to wrestle with. How soon do I let this go multi-platform?
Yeah.
I think she wants to hold that as long as humanly possible. And I don't blame her. It's a Kojima game. We've said for a long time, we felt like that would be one of the first party games to not be included on Game Pass. I'm sticking to that prediction. I think it's going to get a little asterisk next to it like Call of Duty. And I've said for years, if that's the price I have to pay to get these third party deals, do it. Do it.
Yeah.
I don't care. I am always willing to pay for games. Game Pass is a means for me to explore more games that I necessarily wouldn't have the money for. I was already always going to buy the first party games I was interested in, which is the vast majority of the lineup. I was always going to buy the indies I was interested in. This allows me to play more games than I would have ever had the chance to.
Yeah.
And honestly, I use it as a tool to decide what do I want to spend my money on. That's what I largely use Game Pass for.
Yeah.
But also, it was really great when I didn't have a ton of money. It let me play. It let me still play games and not be restricted to like my 2 or 3 a year.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. You got some golden opportunities here, and I wonder which of those they're going to take. Another thing that I feel like would be kind of a layup, maybe not necessarily this year, but in the future, would be trying to get a deal with Casey Hudson to talk about Fate of the Old Republic.
Yeah, especially because the Old Republic, that KOTOR has such a history with Xbox and like such a big, that was one of the
Xbox
reasons
in general has a huge history with Star Wars.
Yeah, that was like one of the first games I bought my Xbox for besides Halo was that,
Yep.
That game was awesome. I'm really excited to learn more about that though. Like I saw something else pop up about that game recently.
Mm-hmm.
I think somebody
they were talking about the creative team behind it just a couple days ago.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
that's I think that's what I
It's
saw.
almost all the BioWare old guard from
Mhm.
like Mass Effect 1 and earlier.
Yeah.
So, like, we're talking people who worked on the original KOTOR.
Yeah.
So, I'm very, very, very hyped up for that. I do think you're going to get something Star Wars related here. Now, the question is it Zero Company? Which it's fine. I'm here for it, but I know a lot of people are like, oh, God, it's a tactical shoot. It's like XCOM. Oh, God. And then you've
Oh
got,
no.
people like me who are very excited for that and really want to play it. But
Yeah.
also, like, is this where you get the conclusion of the Jedi trilogy? Does that get shown here? The other two games have been shown off at Xbox events.
Yeah.
Except, well, I will say Fallen Order, I believe Fallen Order got its world reveal at its first real showing, not like behind the scenes footage. Its first real showing at Celebration in 2019 because I was in the room for it. And that was that crowd was electric seeing that gameplay for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jedi Survivor for me is maybe the second best Star Wars game of all time behind only KOTOR.
I mean, I would even argue that it's better in some ways, but I know that's
Yeah.
blasphemy, but
I think it is, but it also depends on like what kind of game you like playing too. And like I
Mhm.
think it's more accessible for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You're not asking them to boot up a 23-year-old RPG.
Yeah.
So I'm very interested to see because Xbox has kind of gotten away from wanting to show the big third-party games at their showcases the last few
Mhm.
years. And that's something that we've commended them about because they always were doing third-party heavy showcases. In the last couple of years, it's been like, well, they've shown third-party stuff, but it's been stuff like from AAA studios, but not like Rockstar or CD Projekt Red or something like that. It's been like Atlas. Now, don't get me wrong, Atlas still huge. Maybe the best RPG studio in the world. Well, Japanese RPG studio in the world. Metaphor got revealed at Xbox's show for the first time.
Mhm.
God, dude, seriously, Xbox, show me Persona 6. Show me Persona 6. It's the anniversary. It's the 30th anniversary this year of Persona. Come on, man.
Yeah, I almost feel like they could show not just Persona
We
6,
will
but
see
those rumored.
we will see 4 remake.
Yeah, I have no doubt about
That'll
that.
be
But
there.
that
It got announced last
those
year. It shouldn't have been announced last year. It should have been saved for this year. But just wait. In like 2 weeks, the Atlas Instagram account is going to spoil it for everybody again.
yeah, there's also that the rumor of the 1 and 2 remasters or whatever,
dude.
right?
Yeah, those games are not easily accessible in a legal manner. I'll say that. The
Oh, you mean you
last
don't have
time
your
that they got a modern,
PSP?
yep, the PSP was the last time that they were released. And those to buy those games costs more than buying a PSP.
Mhm.
It's like $200 to buy those games.
Yeah.
I wish I was joking, but Atlas really like gate kept their stuff for a very long time. I would argue it wasn't really until the deal with Microsoft was made. And of course, stuff came to the Switch at the same time, but that really just opened the floodgates. I mean, things like Soul Hackers were coming to Xbox. Shin Megami Tensei came to Xbox. We hadn't had a Shin Megami Tensei game on Xbox since 2004, I think. 2003, 2004 was the last Shin Megami Tensei we got because it was an Xbox exclusive at the time.
Yeah.
Like, you want to do you do things like that, and that's going to get people excited. We can sit here and say all day long, and yes, this is an argument I still hear. Well, stuff like Persona and Metaphor are niche games. Man, I don't know who needs to hear this. Persona 5 has sold like 15 million copies. I don't know who else needs to hear this.
I mean,
The other games, yeah, they were fairly niche, but each game that they've released since Royale has outsold the other game.
I mean, I hate to break it to
terms of its
people, but
launch.
Persona 5 has outsold like the last 3 Final Fantasy games combined. So,
which is wild. That's wild because I adore 16.
Yeah, and it's like, well, Final Fantasy is the mainstream, but how's come it's only selling, XYZ copies,
Mm-hmm.
crazy to think about.
There's a lot that could potentially show up here. I don't think any of us last year actually expected to see. Yeah, I mean, they were games that have been out for a few years, but getting Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy 16 announced was an awesome thing. And it's kind of fitting that it happened at Phil's final summer showcase, and we didn't know it at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of fitting that it felt like getting Final Fantasy 14 to Xbox finally, and just like getting this reinvestment of studios like Square into Xbox and setting up the Stranger Than Heaven Direct, things like that, really feels like the culmination of that Japan strategy, which by all accounts, a lot of that is credit to Sarah Bond. Sarah really fought for a lot of that from what we've heard.
Yep.
So I hope that dedication stays with Asha and with the new leadership team. But yeah, little leery about all the Copilot and Core AI and GitHub guys coming over. But Jason Ronald being promoted this, essentially, it sounds like be almost on equal footing with like Matt Booty, except in terms of like hardware and UI, is super exciting. Super exciting.
Yeah, I'm really interested. I mean, Jason Ronald is the king of hardware, so I'm really excited to see what's, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm hovering around the Kool-Aid table. I want to smell it. I want to taste it, but I'm scared.
Yeah, I want to be a believer. I want to be a believer, and I really think like there's just some really cool shit that we could see get announced this year. Just Fallout 3 remake and New Vegas remakes are rumored to be announced here pretty soon. I wouldn't be shocked to see one of them get announced at the showcase. We all thought it was going to happen at the end of season 2 of Fallout, and it didn't. There's just so much that you could do here, and that you could just, I don't get wins with. Is it time to see Toys for Bob's Spyro game? Is it time to see that finally?
Yes.
I imagine anything major from Blizzard probably is getting saved for BlizzCon, which is in September, I believe. That's probably getting saved for September.
Maybe you get
a brief tease. Maybe you get like a brief tease, like a teaser trailer, and they're like, full reveal is coming at BlizzCon. This is the main show everyone's going to see. It's the Game Awards. Those are the two things that if you're trying to dump Xbox news, those are the two things the common person is going to tune in and watch.
Yep.
Yeah, developer directs are great, but people will watch that retroactively if they're not really into Xbox, or they're not covering this. So it was something like Gamescom.
Yep.
As much as we try to make Gamescom this big thing, it feels like it becomes a big thing for like a year or two, and then it peters out for a few years. Then it comes back, and then it's a whole back and forth thing. Will they? Won't they?
Yep.
I feel like you could just have such a slam dunk if you're Xbox by saying, "Hey, we're gonna let a couple things get announced at Jeff's, but instead of doing 2 days of stage live streams, or maybe you do that for a lot of your third party partners, be like, hey, we're gonna have the day before, you're gonna have opening night live, but earlier in the day, we're gonna do our own little like 35 minute thing to show some updates on our studios from Europe.
Yep.
We're going to show you a peek behind the curtain of what Ninja Theory is working on. Here's what Machine Games is doing. Here's, maybe we've got a couple indies that we're working with. Oh, we've got there's an expansion for Stalker 2 coming out. Let's get GSC in here. Even though they're not an Xbox studio, we've been so closely tied to them for a few years now. Let's just go ahead and get them here. Oh, Asobo is working on some flight sim stuff. Let's get that in here.
Yeah, I mean, they also have that
you could do.
Other Plague Tale game, the prequel.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, if you have time to do basically an Xbox Direct for Tokyo Game Show, which admittedly has been really bad in the past, but it's gotten better. It gets a little bit better each year. If you have the time and the ability to do a show like that, you need to be doing something like that for Gamescom.
Yep.
You just do. So, like, you can keep your, I think that would be just a great cadence. Okay, you have your big show in June every year. You've got reveals at the Game Awards. You've got Developer Direct that always happens in February, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
how do we fill out announcements? How do we filter things out throughout the rest of the year so it's not just those three things? Oh, well, BlizzCon, whenever we do BlizzCon, we can do stuff at BlizzCon. We've got Gamescom, we got Tokyo Game Show. Now, all three of those kind of happen like back to back, but it lets you spread things out because those are specific audiences.
Yep.
It lets you cater. In the case of Gamescom, that's something where, okay, yeah, you might show like some more of your Western projects there. Tokyo Game Show, I think they've done a decent job with TGS of like, hey, we're structuring this specifically for people in Japan, Korea, and China. We're specifically showcasing partners from there, and that's what you have to do. So we'll see. That's one thing that I really think that Phil and Sarah were getting right, especially towards the end, was trying to tailor shows like that for specific audiences. But also making it to where even if you're not into JRPGs, it was worth it for us to tune in.
Yep.
So that's what you got to do. It can't just be the throw everything at the wall and see what happens approach. So.
Yep.
Ooh, boy. But, hey, if you really want to get on my good side, please announce Pillars of Eternity 3 this year. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean...
I don't know if I'll ever get Pillars 3, but I can dream.
Yeah, you will.
It.
You're gonna get it, Josh.
God, dude, I hope I do. I really fucking.
I believe. Gotta believe. Gotta believe, Josh.
I've got to believe. You know what I don't believe?
Oh my gosh! What?
The next movie from Michael B. Jordan and the director of the Mission Impossible franchise, Chris McQuarrie. Take a stab at what video game adaptation do you think these two are making? If you heard those names, what do you think they would be making?
Man, either something super heavily action oriented or something really niche and weird like Vampire the Masquerade.
So my thought would have been, oh, maybe they're working on Splinter Cell. Oh, maybe they're working on, I don't know, like a niche adaptation of Spec Ops The Line. Nope. Battlefield the movie is on the way. Warner Brothers, Amazon, Sony, Universal, and Netflix are all in a bidding war for the rights to this movie, and it is shaping up to be the bidding rights war of the year, apparently.
Okay.
Because Chris McQuarrie will write, direct, and produce an adaptation of the game, while Michael B. Jordan, fresh off his Oscar-winning performance in Sinners, will produce and potentially star. This is just wild enough to work if you do it as, like, Bad Company.
Yeah, I was going to say the only way this would work is if you do Bad Company.
I'd be okay with that. It can't just be a generic war movie.
No, it cannot. It can't.
Like that's a pretty wild slate of distributors who are lining up to try and get this.
Yeah, but also like video games are like the next frontier in movies, right? Like we were just Laurent and I were just talking about this yesterday of like our video game movies, the new comic book movies, and like, I mean, I would say to an extent in terms of what people are looking for, maybe, but like you look at comic book movies, right? And it's like you have Marvel and you have DC, and then you have the weird indie stuff in the middle that like has the weird Zack Snyder filter on it all the time, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like
Sin City 2.
It's not like Mario and Mortal Kombat are going to end up in the same universe, right?
I mean, you say that, but
I know.
I feel
Scorpion's going to be the first Smash reveal when the next Smash.
For video games, I kind of feel like TV is still the preferred route there. They've got it nailed to a science on TV if you do it properly. Fallout and The Last of Us have proven that.
Yeah.
And I think I speak for everyone when I say I'm at least intrigued to see Amazon handle not just God of War, but Mass Effect. I'm interested in that. So, it can't get any worse. Movies, I think, are still a mixed bag because for every Sonic that you get, Super Mario Galaxy, apparently. So I'm not saying it's bad, but boy, the way that people that I know who love these characters and love both the Sonic movies and, you know, kind of like the first Mario movie are like, man, the Sonic movies are so much better. But you know what Sonic doesn't have is Glenn Powell as Star Fox.
No, he'll get cast as like, I don't know, what's the crocodile's name? Like one of these characters from like, you know, the 35th spinoff game where you know,
cast him as Big the Cat. Big the Cat.
Gosh. I don't. Nope.
Yep,
I'm out.
That's all I care about. That's all I care about in these movies, man. Get in Sonic 4.
When is Big the Cat showing up?
Dude, when is the Big the Cat spinoff movie coming?
Where's the Big the Cat?
Will it be rated
Netflix
R?
Show.
Will it be rated R?
What is he cussing at the fish because he can't catch them? What's going on here?
Dude, I don't know. Big's a wild one. But yeah, to give you an idea of things that Chris McQuarrie has written or directed that gives me hope for this. Usual Suspects. He wins an Oscar for best screenplay for this, by the way, back in 95. The Jack Reacher movies, Mission Impossible 5, so Rogue Nation, Fallout, Dead Reckoning, Final Reckoning, and Top Gun Maverick. Oh, and Edge of Tomorrow. That's a pretty good resume. I'm not gonna lie. Well, sure. There's some iffy stuff in here, but he also did uncredited rewrites on Rogue One. So like, okay, we could do a lot worse here.
Sure.
For trying to make a Battlefield movie, we could be doing significantly worse.
It's just like, didn't they just announce a Call of Duty movie too? Like, do we? Come on.
We did, in fact, get a Call of Duty movie announced, and I feel more confident in the Battlefield movie. I don't know if I need to tell you that.
I mean, sure, but also like,
because you know the Call of Duty movie, you 100% know is going to focus on Ghost. It's going to be Ghost, the movie. I will say, it's being written by Taylor Sheridan, who, like, everybody knows him from Yellowstone, but real ones know Taylor Sheridan from Sicario and Hell or High Water. So that actually could be a pretty decent story if he's not writing Boomer Slop.
Boomer Slop. Jeez.
It's okay. It's okay, Corey. I think we have the director of Battleship coming to save the movie as the director.
Great. That's what I wanted.
I'm like 99% certain. I got to look this guy up real fast because I don't want to besmirch his name if it's not right.
I think you just did.
Okay, buddy.
You just did.
Are you ready for the things Peter Berg has directed?
No.
Hancock. Battleship. Great. Lone Survivor. Deepwater Horizon. Patriots Day.
Oh my gosh, what is happening?
Dude, nothing good. Nothing good. I will say, though, despite all that, despite the mad amount of shit I just talked, he did make one of my favorite sports movies of all time and did helm the first season of one of the best TV dramas of the 21st century. Both adaptations of Friday Night Lights. So,
okay.
If we set the show in rural Texas and have a football team, we might have a shot here. Can we reframe Call of Duty to be about a pickup rugby game between Soap and Captain Price?
Oh, I hate all this. I hate all of this.
Is this the dankest timeline?
I hate you so much.
I don't think you hate me enough.
Clear eyes, full hearts can't lose. You know what I mean?
Clear eyes, full hearts, Guardian down.
Oh, God. You're the worst. Why?
Dude, how do you adapt the nuke kill streak for the movie?
You go into the cheesy first person mode, and like it's just somebody who's like taking out a ton of guys, and then he just pulls out the nuke button.
Dude, can we get Kiefer Sutherland to voice the nuke?
God,
we're running out of time.
Will he have enough time to voice something? You know what I mean?
Will he also play a character who does not take a piss for 24 hours?
God, maybe this will be separated into 24
so far off the rails.
Movies.
I don't even remember where we were before the Battlefield movie.
Yep.
And Kiefer Sutherland as a nuke need to take a piss.
Oh my gosh, it's the worst.
Oh, sweet Moses.
I hate all of this.
No, you don't. I promise you
kind of
don't.
do, but I kind of don't. It's a mixed bag.
We've gone to a dark place here today, people. Oh boy.
Not yet. Almost there.
Not yet. Oh God. Oh, I have nothing.
Happening?
I have nothing else at this point.
What's happening? I don't even know what's happening anymore.
I have nothing else. That was it for my show notes, I think. I need to go watch the Star Fox Direct from yesterday that just got shadow dropped out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean,
Corey, tell me about this. Is it just a remake of 64? Is that what it is?
So people
or is
are
it a
saying
brand new game?
It's a reimagining of Super Nintendo's Star Fox and Star Fox 64 kind of merged together.
Interesting.
They have new cutscenes, they have new levels, they have new upgrades for the R-Wing. Like it's the same kind of like levels and level design and like the multipath thing. And I'm pretty sure the story is the one from Star Fox 64. But
AKA like really the only Star Fox that people know.
Yeah. But it definitely looks like a brand new game. It looks like very realistic for a Nintendo game.
It really does. Like Fox is like, I don't like how Fox looks. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I think it's because like the movie version of Fox is out and like looks so much cooler. Like, why didn't you just use that design?
I'm saying, I mean, it's just like, how much more can we continue to milk Star Fox 64 in particular?
Until they decide that they can make a Star Fox game worth buying other than that one.
Because I mean, like, what was the last good Star Fox that we got?
Command for DS, maybe?
I mean, yeah, I was going to say, like, shit. Like, I didn't play the Platinum Games one, but the people who did play it said they kind of liked it, so...
Star Fox Zero?
I didn't own a Wii U, so...
I think that game would have been much better if you didn't have to use the gyro controls in the...
Gross.
You had to use the gyro controls in the gamepad.
Yeah, it's been a solid like 20 years since I played a Star Fox game, because I think the last one I played was Assault on the GameCube.
I think that's probably the last one that I played.
I actually kind of loved it. I'm not going to say it's great by any means. I was like 13, but it was great.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Was better than Star Fox Adventures.
I mean, that's also true.
Oh, that's right. That was that wild one where they tried to fake us out into killing Peppy, wasn't it?
What, Assault?
Yeah.
Well, I think they faked us out and like tried to tell us he was already dead because the girl Fox joined your team, I think, at one point.
Yeah, right? Crystal's on it. Yeah. They fake us out thinking that Peppy is dead at one point. It's not a great game. There's nothing good about this game. But in 2005, I was kind of grasping at straws for things to play on my GameCube.
And also,
I was playing a lot of this and Custom Robo.
Here's the thing. There's already a better flight game on the GameCube than any Star Fox game, and it's called Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader.
It was a launch title.
It was an amazing launch title.
I've always got a soft spot for Star Fox, though. I think it's the aesthetic. I mean, Corey, Starlink. That's the last good Star Fox we got.
Oh yeah, I forgot that game existed.
Dude, it is the only time I've gone out of my way to specifically buy the Switch version of a game, and it was specifically so I could get, because you add all the Star Fox content only on that version, and I had to get the R-Wing. I wanted the R-Wing more than anything, so I waited till it was like 70% off on Black Friday.
Yeah, I mean,
and then I struck.
Yeah, you have to get the R-Wing, man.
I was very excited. I still have that R-Wing. It's not up in my office anymore, but I do still have it.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. It is a good one. One of the only Toys to Life games I ever played and actually enjoyed. The other being Lego Dimensions.
I mean, I bought all the Disney Infinity characters. Does that count?
You did.
I didn't play it, but
I own more Amiibo than any one person probably should. It was the only way to get affordable Nintendo merch for the longest time, and now that's gone.
What?
Still waiting for the discount on my Metroid Prime 4 Amiibo, guys. Waiting for those to go down to at least half price. Come on, you dropped the Street Fighter ones in like 2 months. Why can't Samus on the bike get dropped?
Right, or like these Kirby Air Rider ones.
Dude, you don't want to spend like $50 on the Kirby Amiibo?
I want the King Dedede one, but I
want
don't
the Meta Knight one very badly. But I'm not spending anywhere close to what they're asking for. I did see the Captain Toad Amiibo, though, for Super Mario Brothers Wonder the other day. I was like, fuck, I might actually have to pay full price for this.
I have it. It's over there. I bought all the Mario Wonder ones.
That's the only one I care about. That's the only Mario Amiibo I care about, other than like Dapper Yoshi, who's like doing this. It's the only Mario one I've ever really cared about.
Dapper Yoshi.
All right, we have clearly gone completely off the rails.
I mean, this is what happens when we cover stuff that doesn't have any news.
This is what happens when Xbox and Destiny both have taken time off.
Oh, I mean, I feel like Xbox hasn't really taken time off. It's just like we're waiting for these anniversary games to come out, and like all the changes she's making are like, I mean, how much more can we say? And Asha Sharma is making more changes at Xbox.
And it's like we're in that month leading up to the summer showcase now, where it's like, there's not really a whole lot to talk about until it actually happens now. But they keep saying like, oh yeah, we're gonna have 25th anniversary announcements. Just wait until they get into full swing, and like Aaron Greenberg does his job for 3 hours out of the year. You just wait until we show you a controller you can't possibly buy.
Don't say those things, Josh. Stop.
What, don't say the truth?
No, don't say that he's going to show off a controller that looks really cool and that I can't buy.
Yeah, he's probably going to.
I know.
It's just like,
and then the ones that you can buy, I won't be able to buy because they're going to have those stupid rubber grips on them.
Can we it's like, can we just get on with it? It's the 25th anniversary and we're almost halfway through the year, and there have been no anniversaries to anniversary about.
Right.
The thing that I've had to celebrate with so far is the full release of Towerborn.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Like,
that's all we need.
Brother, Dude, I felt so bad. Chelsea told me, she was like, hey, I played this really fun game on Xbox with my sister. We were playing like all day. We were having a blast with it. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, what is it? Maybe my friend group will want to play it. She was like, what was on Game Pass? You probably already played it. I was like, oh, I don't know. Like, I haven't really checked out stuff on Game Pass lately outside of 80. She's like, it was this game like Tower something. I was like, Towerborn? She goes, yeah, that was the one. I played it for like 6 straight hours. And I'm like, how? Grounded 2 is right there. It's right there.
Grounded 2's right there.
It's literally right there with new content. How are you not playing this? I'm like, I don't know how to respond to you because it's so not good. Like, I don't know a nicer way to say it. It's like the most 6 out of 10 game I've ever played. maybe it got better for the full release, but I don't know. That early access was rough.
Man, it's
It made a lot of sense why it was not being shown off at any of the showcases. I will say I need to play Kiln. I really need to play Kiln.
Yeah, you should.
I need to be a pot.
I'm surprised you haven't yet, to be honest with you.
Dude, it's a Double Fine game, and I just haven't had the time, unfortunately. I need to get a group together and go play it.
Do it.
I want to at least play some Kiln before the next time that we record.
Do it. Do it.
Talk semi-intelligently about a game where you have pots murder each other. All right, Corey. Let's get out of here,
Josh. Yeah, let's
do it.
Got a lot to
unpack here.
I mean, I don't even know I don't even know what's going on anymore. All right, everybody out there, thank you so much for watching and listening to this episode of Xbox Casuals. You can catch us every other Friday on YouTube and podcast services of choice. Josh, thank you for your time as always.
Always.
Enjoy your birthday's next week. So go.
No, my birthday is June 4th.
You're going somewhere next week, right? Next week? Week after? Somewhere?
Nope. I'm not going
Maybe
anywhere.
I made that up.
Nope.
Maybe I made that up.
I am here with the exception of going to the movies to go see Mandalorian and Grogu in a few weeks.
Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yep. Nope. I will be here. I had a wedding last week. I was away last week.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember you saying you were going to be gone, and then I lost track of time.
I don't know. Maybe I am. We'll find out.
I don't know. Maybe it's something I can talk about in therapy about how my brain just doesn't work ever. It's fine. I did start going to therapy though, so that's
progress.
It's something. Anyways, everybody out there, you don't care about my mental problems, so I'm gonna.
Jesus.
Thank you so much for watching and or listening. Until next time, we love you. Goodbye.